Assalamu alaikum. How is keeping, dear students? I hope you're fine. Yesterday we talked about simple past tense, introduction and its structure. Today we will look at its uses. How do we use the simple past tense? We use the simple past tense to talk about an action or situation, an event in the past. In the past, maybe the distant past and the near past. It either shows an action or completion of an action or situation, either in the distant past or in the near past. The event can be short or long, right? Here are some events with the simple past tense. Short and long means distant and near. The car exploded at 9:30 am yesterday. She went to the door. We did not hear the telephone. Did you see that car? The action is in the past. Here are some long events with the simple past tense, right? I lived in Bangkok for 10 years. The Jurassic period lasted about 62 million years. We did not sing at the concert. Did you watch TV last night? This is important, in a sense that this tense covers the events from both the near and the distant past. The action is in the past, but the past is distant. Notice that it does not matter how long ago the event is. It can be a few minutes or seconds in the past or millions of years in the past. That is why the scope, the range of this tense, the simple past tense is wider, right? It covers from the distant to near. Also, it does not matter how long the event is. It can be a few milliseconds, for example car explosion, or millions of years. Let's say Jurassic period. We use the simple past tense when the event is in the past, the event is completed or completely finished. We say or understand the time and or place of the event. In general, if we say the time or place of the event, we must use the simple past tense. We cannot use the present perfect, right? This is important. If we wanna tell the time or place, we should use this tense, simple past, not the present perfect. Here are some more examples. I lived in the house when I was young. He did not like the movie. What did you eat for dinner? John drove to London on Monday. Mary did not go to work yesterday. Look at the examples, look at the structure, see how these examples match the structure, right? And also say whether an example is from the distant past or near past, right? Did you play tennis last week? I was at work yesterday. We were not late for the train. Were you angry? Not that when we tell a story we usually use the simple past tense. We may use the past continuous tense to set the scene, but we almost always use the simple past tense for the action. As far as stories are concerned, this tense is really very much important, because we gotta use this tense to describe or to tell about the events or plot of the story, except the setting, right? Look at this example of the beginning of a story. Just have a look at the story, beginning of the story. The wind was howling around the hotel. In the rain was pouring down. It was cold. The door opened and James Bond entered. He took off his coat, which was very wet, and ordered a drink at the bar. He sat down in the corner of the lounge and quietly drank it. Just look at the bold letters. Okay, this is the wind was howling. This is the setting. Okay, that introduces the, or that opens. Okay, this is the opener sentence of the story. Except this, okay, the rest of the sentences are in simple past. Okay, was, here again, okay, was, okay, these are to be form, past to be form of verb in past form. Okay, the rest is, since they have past form, entered, took off, ordered, opened, drank, sat down, they are simply simple present with simple verbs, right? So this page shows the use of the simple past tense to talk about past events, but note that there are some other uses for the simple past tense. For example, in conditional or if clause. Okay, in conditional 2 we have to go for this sentence, but I am not at all intend to, okay, tell you about the conditional sentences. Why? Because it may, okay, put you into confusion, and I am not, okay, at all want you to make confused. Okay, this will be discussed exclusively, okay, because there is a topic, okay, separately given for conditional sentences. Okay, whenever, okay, we will discuss it, I will tell you about the conditionals in detail. Right, I think you have got understood about this topic. The assignment is to write 10 sentences, okay, showing near past event and distant past event, right? And sorry, just forget it. Here I have an assignment for you. Okay, just come with a story, okay, and underline the past, okay, verbs from the story. Okay, the choice is yours. Go for a story, pick it out, and okay, underline the verbs, okay, belong to this tense, right? This is gonna be interesting, right? Now we will start past continuous tense. Okay, past continuous tense, right? I was singing. Okay, I was singing. This is an example to this tense. The past continuous tense is an important tense in English. We use it to say what we were in the middle of doing at a particular moment in the past. It tells that what we were doing at a specific moment or period in the past, right? For example, you can say that we were playing when, okay, the father called his son. Okay, we were watching movie, okay, we were watching a movie when it rained yesterday, right? In this lesson we look at the structure and the use of the past continuous tense. So just have a look on the structure. How do we make the past continuous tense? The structure of the past continuous tense is subject plus auxiliary verb, that is be. Okay, the past form of be is was, were, and the main verb, that is present participle form. Okay, present participle form. It is ing form of verb is also called present participle form, but I'm not again going to that non-finite verb. Okay, present participle is one of the non-finite verbs. Base form plus ing, just keep it in mind. For negative sentences in the past continuous tense, we insert not between the auxiliary verb and main verb. For questions or question sentences, we exchange the subject and auxiliary verb, as we have been doing with the, okay, discussed topics, okay, previously. Look at these example sentences with the past continuous tense. Okay, subject, auxiliary verb, main verb. Okay, let's have this positive sentence. I was watching TV. Okay, this TV is complement to watching. Okay, so this is complement to, okay, the main verb. It makes the sense of this main verb complete. Okay, so this is gonna be complementized, right? You were working hard, right? Hard. Adverb. He, she, it was. This is third person. Okay, singular. Was not helping Mary. We were not joking. And if we, okay, bring those auxiliaries before the subjects, then we will have interrogative structure like, were you being silly? Foolish. Silly means foolish. Were they playing football? Right? So the spelling rules for adding ing to make the past continuous tense are the same as for the present continuous tense. Okay, we discussed earlier. Right, now comes the topic, how do we use the past continuous tense? Dear students, the past continuous tense expresses action at a particular moment in the past. Okay, to mention the moment, specific moment is important. You cannot say that we were playing. When? Okay, when you say when we were playing, then the question arises like, when, what happened then, like that, right? So you have to mention the period, point of time in the past. The action started before that moment but has not finished at that moment, right? For example, yesterday I watched a film on TV. The film started at 7 p.m. and finished at 9 p.m. Okay, this is what we call past, okay, simple tense. Okay, at 8 a.m. yesterday I was watching TV. This is okay, an example of present past continuous tense. Okay, this is the moment at 8 p.m. yesterday. Okay, this is the time, this is the point in the past time when I was watching TV. So the action of watching TV, okay, wasn't got completed at that time, right? At 8 p.m. I was in the middle of watching TV. Okay, the action of watching TV was under, okay, progression, right? Are you getting my points? Okay, when we use the past continuous tense, our listener usually knows or understands what time we, okay, are talking about. Look at these examples. This is mandatory, this is, okay, necessary, okay, to mention the point in the past time. Otherwise this tense, okay, will not, okay, stay, right? It has of no use. Okay, it will be of no use when we do not mention the time. I was working at this time. They were not playing football at that time. Okay, what were you doing at this time? Blah 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 and blah. Right. So dear students, okay, look at this. Some verbs cannot be used in continuous progression tenses. That is important. We often use the past continuous, okay, tense to set the scene in stories. We use it to describe the background situation at the moment when the action begins. Often the story starts with the past continuous tense and then moves into the simple past tense. Here is an example. James Bond was driving, okay, through dawn. It was raining. The wind was blowing hard. Nobody was walking in the street. Suddenly Bond saw the killer in the telephone box. So here set, okay, the scene, the background of the story. Okay, it is just to give a background or start point, okay, to the story. Then simultaneously we see that it shifts towards simple past, right? This is what we talked about, right? So dear students, okay, come up with 10 sentences, okay, mentioning the point in the past time, okay, with different subjects and different verbs. Okay, thank you.